Hey everyone, as we're wrapping up week number 2, I wanted to go over the following items. So here we go. As you know, during the summer semester, we have 10 weeks instead of 15 weeks. And so if you think about it, wrapping up week number 2 would be the equivalent of wrapping up 4 weeks during the fall and spring semester. And so, yeah, we've had a lot of work. And I listed all the different things that we have encountered so far during the first two modules. And the work will continue, right? We still have 8 weeks to go. Regarding assignment 1 and 2, what I wanted to say about that is to refer to one of our pages or one of our videos in the homepage, the playlist. So if you look at it, one of the videos is about looking at feedback in assignment 1 and 2. And so please go back and take a look at any feedback I gave on assignment 1 and assignment 2 so that you don't miss out on important information that I may have conveyed. And then as far as assignment 3, or actually one more thing I wanted to say about assignment 2, which is also related to discussion 1, is thank you everybody for sharing about yourself. It was great getting to know you all. I always enjoy reading about your backgrounds and hearing about the last song that you listened to because I do check it out. I find that stuff and I've discovered a lot of great music that way. So thank you for sharing about yourself. And then now, assignment 3, that's also another aspect of the course that I enjoy. I enjoy reading about all the different possibilities that you all want to do your marketing plan paper on. So many people did or want to do one about themselves. And then there are those who want to do it on a business idea. Others want to do it on their own business. And then others, small businesses within their area or something of interest to them. And then a popular brand. So we got all sorts of possibilities. And to me, it's always great because I get to learn about a lot of stuff from your perspective. And then module 1 and module 2 participation, just as a heads up, because I tend to front load, which means I'm giving you a lot of information during the first part of the semester. Because of that, module 1 participation and module 2 participation have a submission component. And so I'll let you read what all that is about. But moving forward, or at least module 3 participation and the next two after that, there are no submission components. It's just going to be based on how you interact with the content that I give you for the current module, and then also whether you submitted assignments on time, whether you responded to my inquiries, and things like that. And then there's quiz 1. What I wanted to put on there is that to remember that there is no time limit. So you could take a look at it, take your time. I use the quizzes to get you to connect to the different topics related to marketing. And later on, so right now it's not set up that way, you submit it and then you get another chance if you want to. Well, both, if you take both attempts, you're not going to see your responses. And I want to make that available at a certain time after everybody's completed their quizzes. And so be on the lookout for that. And then finally, in the list of assignments, I have assignment 4, which is your first official writing assignment where you will create an APA paper with your findings related to your marketing plan. It's the first part. And I'll let you read through the instructions and watch the overview video about that. What I wanted to just say about this is the due date is coming up, and the due date typically will be Monday for our class, but because it's Memorial Day, so that's jumping ahead to the 5th item, because it's Memorial Day, I wanted to go ahead and give you until Tuesday. So typical Monday due dates are moved to Tuesday, and that would be the case for assignment 4. And I wanted to point out that in addition to a paper submission, there is an additional item that I'm asking for. So please take a look at that. Related to assignment 4 is week 2 announcement. In the week 2 announcement, so I have it right here, I bring your attention to the chapter 7 video lecture, which you might find useful as part of your assignment 4 writing process. So please take a look at that if you haven't already taken a look at that. Next item, looking ahead, go ahead and look at assignment 5 details, because just like assignment 4, there's an additional component, not just the paper, but there's something else for you to do. So take a look at the details there along with the overview video. Next item, I wanted to point out 2 different things from the course syllabus. So I'm not actually going to talk about this first one, the late policy. I'm just going to mention to please review the late policy. If you recall, that's one of your questions from assignment 1. I'd really like for you to be familiar with how our course will work when it comes to any late submissions. And then that leads me to really the final item, since I already talked about Memorial Day, and that's about the evaluation and grading portion of the course syllabus. I wanted to bring this to your attention in case you missed it, that it is important, the work that you do for the discussions. So we don't have a lot in this class, but you do have discussions, and you also have your quizzes on top of your writing assignments related to the marketing plan paper. So I put on here failure to earn at least 80% in quizzes and discussions. So I'm going to average the two together, or the two categories, that's what I mean, will result in a letter grade reduction. So at the end of the semester, if you get an A, for example, but your discussion and quizzes, you get like a 70% average on those two categories, well, that's going to result in a letter grade reduction. So the bottom line is this. The reason I set it up that way is I'm looking for you to put forth a good faith effort to complete all tasks. So I don't want people to be doing the calculations to where they're like, oh, if I don't do discussion, whatever, or if I don't do this quiz, it's okay. I'm still going to get an A, or I'm still going to get a B. No, I want you to do your best work in everything. All right, so that's what I got for this announcement. I will just say again, for everybody to have a safe and happy Memorial Day weekend.